Hey guys, it's Megan, and in today's Storytime video, I am going to tell you about how I lost and never had in my possession again my original engagement ring. My husband and I got engaged after we'd only been dating 9 months, and so we were 19 years old, we were in college, and we didn't want to get married until we graduated from college, but we wanted to be engaged. We didn't want to wait. I don't know why. Anyway, we had a 4-year engagement, and we actually got married at the same place we got engaged. We got engaged at Walt Disney World, and we got married at Walt Disney World. No, Minnie and Mickey were not part of our ceremony. It wasn't anything animated like that. It was super classy, super high-end, super elegant, and that's why we wanted to get married at Disney. And we got married on the same exact day 4 years later. So I had had my engagement ring for 4 years. I wore it everywhere. I was very young. I was naive. I thought I was gonna have this engagement ring forever. To me, it was the most beautiful ring that there was at the time. It was almost as if I designed a ring, this is what it would look like. It was super unique, super gorgeous. It was really big, and no one had one like mine. And so I'm all about that. I love to be original and different, and so I was just beyond life with this ring. And we always vacation to Florida. That's kind of like my family spot of vacations. And then my husband's family, they live in Florida, so we would always go visit them. And we decided that when we got married, we were going to just move to Florida. It was right after graduation, then we got married, then we moved. So there's a lot going on, but I had my ring all the time. Any vacation that we took to Florida, I always would wear my ring, whether it was in the pool, on the beach, wherever it was. If you take anything away from this video today, it is that you should not ever, ever, ever wear nice jewelry on the beach. Don't ever, ever, ever do it. Don't do it. Because this is what happens. So we moved to Florida. We got married in July. We moved to Florida then, and we were living like 2 hours from his family, and they actually did live right on the beach. And so we were down there all the time, visiting them, going to the beach, hanging out. Again, my ring was with me all the time. I never took it off. I loved it. It was an obsession. I never wanted to be without it. So fast forward to November of 2006, and we were so excited. It was our first Thanksgiving together. We got to see all of his family, and we got to be with family on the holidays, and he got to see his parents. We hadn't seen them since July. So it was Thanksgiving Day. My birthday is in November, so on this year it was special because my birthday fell on Thanksgiving. We are staying with his grandmother, and she lives in her my husband's father, so my father-in-law's childhood home, and it was very well maintained, very well taken care of, totally up to date. It was just extremely well taken care of. It wasn't run down or dilapidated, anything like that, even though it was like 50 years old. So I'm in the shower and I'm washing my hair, and I look down and I notice that my ring looked dark in the center. And I'm thinking, oh, I got soap on my ring or shampoo or something. I need to get it off. Well, I rinsed it. I took, it was one of those shower heads that you can take off. And I was doing this with it. And then I realized I kind of had like face wash in my eyes. And I realized my diamond's gone. And I knew it had to have fallen down the drain because I would have noticed earlier that morning if it was missing. So I instantly get out of the shower, shampoo in my hair, I'm soaking wet, and then I hurry up and throw clothes on, go to my husband, and I'm just like crying my eyes out. Oh my gosh, I lost my diamond. What are we gonna do? So my father-in-law calls plumbers, every plumber under the sun, and none of them can come out. And they're basically like, if it's a 50-year-old home and you were in the shower, it's gone. Like, your diamond is gone. And so we were like, okay. So we just went on about the day. I wasn't gonna ruin my birthday. I wasn't gonna ruin Thanksgiving, ruin, our first Thanksgiving together, dwelling on my ring. So we didn't deal with it, and then we stayed in town visiting through the weekend, and then we went back to where we were living the following week, and we started making phone calls to our insurance company because of course we had personal articles insurance on my ring. And then we contacted the jeweler. That is what our insurance company recommended us to do, and to contact the manufacturer. What a nightmare. The jeweler would not tell us who the manufacturer was so that we could have the ring, like the diamond, replaced. It was a special type of cut diamond. It was extremely unique. There was really, like I said, nothing like it on the market. And so it wasn't like I could just go anywhere and have this replaced. They were telling us, nope, sorry, we can't do it. And then they go out of business in the city that we had lived in. And we were just like, oh my gosh, it was not a nationwide chain or anything like that. We were just beside ourselves. Oh my goodness, what are we gonna do? So then we were contacting our insurance company, and then we had to bring my ring to a jeweler in the city that we were living in, and that was like in connection with our insurance company. So even though I didn't purchase my ring there, that is who they recommended so that they could have an adjuster go look at it and have it appraised and that type of thing. So we went through that process, and then they told us that their only option at this point was to just write us a check, and they were going to keep